Ridiculous! Impossible! How dare you? The storyteller said, or rather shouted. He was very upset. In fact, he was furious. He didn't like the truth. At least not when the facts made him look bad. No, he didn't like it, not one bit. "Do you know who I am?" he said, shaking all over and looking more than a little vexed. "I am a storyteller. No, I am the storyteller. I bring joy and colour and fabulous sparkly bits to the lives of children everywhere. I turn the dull grey matter of meagre brains into bright, wonderful, creative minds that zizzle and zazzle and reach far beyond the mundane ordinariness of the everyday. I don't just spark. I inflame imagination. I turn ideas, thoughts, and dreams into reality. I make the invisible visible. I am an artist, a creator, a genius, an inspirator." Rose thought he might burst at any minute, but she didn't care, not anymore. He had gone too far. He had crossed a line, and she didn't think he was ever going to be able to uncross it, no matter how much he protested his innocence. Because he wasn't innocent. He was mean and horrible, and worse still, a bully. Finally, Rose had had enough. She was saying no, and he didn't like it. No one had ever said no to him before. Rose started to feel sorry for him, and she almost gave in. But no, not this time. This time, she knew she was right. And no matter how much he huffed and puffed, she, Rose, the humble assistant of the greatest storyteller that ever lived, was not giving in. If he didn't apologize and change his ways, then that was it. She was leaving. Working for the storyteller was, for Rose, the best thing that had ever happened to her. At least, that is what she thought when she first got the job. She remembered how lucky she'd felt that day in the library. Rose would often spend a whole day in the library. "Rose, you need to find a job. What are you doing with your life?" Rose's mother was not unkind, not really. At least, she didn't mean to be. "You'll never get on in life if you spend all day dreaming in the library." Rose's mother was an accountant. She was very good at it. She even liked it. "I told you there is a job going in my office as a junior bookkeeper. You could have one of my old suits. And if you saved up, you'd soon buy your own. You'll have to take that awful thing out of your eye. And that hair. Ugh! Whatever possessed you?" Rose liked her hair, just as it was, and her eyebrow piercing. But she knew she would have to do something very soon. She didn't like it, but she knew her mother was right. But adding up numbers all day was not what she wanted. Rose made up her mind. She would spend just one more day in the library.